Hi guys, how should a government minister deal with a stupid question in the House of Commons? Well, the Home Office Minister Angela Eagle had a perfect response for the Tory MP for South Northamptonshire, Sarah Bool, who raised an ill-defined point in Parliament on Monday. It was shut down with a short and sweet response. Enjoy this.
Sarah Bool.
Does the Secretary of State believe it is fair that undocumented illegal migrants get priority access to the NHS over British taxpayers?
Minister.
Mr. Speaker, they don't.
My goodness, these people are ridiculous, aren't they? Like, you stop taking your talking points from Reform UK, okay? This is the sort of question you'd expect from Rupert Lowe, you know, the Reform UK MP. Illegal migrants, illegals everywhere, illegal asylum seekers. You know, if you're going to ask a question in the House of Commons, at least use the right terminology, because then you're going to perhaps get a response. You got a stupid response. You got this response because the question was stupid. Now, what is she talking about here? She's talking about people being prioritized, not asylum seekers being prioritized, or as she describes them, illegal migrants. So, first of all, if you use the wrong terminology, you're going to get a pretty terrible response. You know, did you get your question answered? What was the point? What was she thinking when she stood up there and said, I'm going to ask a stupid question? Does she think she's scoring points? Does she think that the far right will be cheering her on? Does she think that she's going to win over people within her constituency who are considering voting for Reform UK? Does she think any of these things will work? What I'm going to do is I'm going to stand up, I'm going to use the wrong terminology, and I'm going to get shut down. Like, what did she think the government minister was going to say? So what is this about? This is about asylum seekers getting access to medical services. Now, in some cases, because they're not part of the NHS, they're not allowed to access NHS services, they have to access private services. And this is, of course, a cost. But because they're not allowed to access private NHS services, then where are they supposed to go? Are they supposed to be abandoned? The government has a duty of care. Now, what we would hope is that their claims will be processed faster and that they would move into the normal system like everyone else, or they would be deported if their claim has been rejected. But she's not interested in finding out the answer. She's only interested in scoring pretty petty political points that get nowhere. Because the government minister is not going to respond to your stupid question. Just because you're able to ask a question does not mean that you're going to get a response, or the response that you're hoping for. I'm not going to call this politician Sarah Bool Fool of the Week, because it's a little bit early for that. But certainly, it was a stupid thing to do. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.